Hi. Santiago, the capital and the largest city of Chile. Administrative center of capital area and province of Santiago. Represents conglomerate of 37 separate communes without uniform governing body. The population minus 5,279,190 people. 2020. Are 36% of the population of the country, one of the largest cities of South America. Main political, economic and Chile cultural center. Treats the global cities of the second order. Type the Alpha. Produces 43% of GDP of the country. 2005. The transport hub on Pan American Sky Highway. The city is located in an intermountain hollow at the foot of the Andes at the height about 540 meters above sea level, less than in 100 km to the east from the Pacific Ocean, is subject to earthquakes. Mediterranean climate. It is founded in 1540 by the Spanish consul Pedro de Valdivia, called in honor of Saint Jacob. Has the status of the capital since 1817. Etymology. Santiago de Chile. The Chilean Santiago. Has been called by name the patron of Spain Santiago the Apostle Jacob. Santiago in narrow sense means the commune of Santiago, an administrative unit which occupies the space of the historic town. It is often called the central Santiago. Also there is a province of Santiago and capital area. In a broad sense, Santiago means the city or the agglomeration consisting of 37 communes, also known as Big Santiago. History. Inca lived in the past in the territory of the modern city. In December 1540 in the valley of the Mapolgo River from Peru there have arrived Spaniards under leadership of the conquistador Pedro de Valdivia, who subsequently has become the first governor of Chile, who has founded on February 12, 1541 the city under the name Santiago de Nueva Extremadura. Extremadura was the homeland of Valdivia in Spain. Construction of the new city was entrusted to Pedro de Gamboa, who has designed streets on Egyptimovi system. In the center the main square, Plaza de Armas, or Chinea Square, with the house of the governor, cathedral and prison has been broken. Several months later Valdivia has been forced to go to Araucanian War, and on September 11, 1541 Santiago has been ruined by Indians. In 1561 the cathedral is constructed of a stone. In 1618 St. Francis's Church is constructed. In 1575 the city has endured an earthquake, in 1590 smallpox epidemic, in 1608 and 1618 the Mapolgo River flood. The danger of enemy attack and a series of destructive earthquakes interfered with placement in the city of Rialcourt till 1607. The earthquake of 1647 has claimed 600 lives. Till the 19th century Santiago served as the residence of the Spanish governor and general captain. Since 1778. In 1798 the stone bridge through the Mapolgo River is open. The popular uprising in Santiago has laid on July 14, 1810 the foundation for the War of Independence of Chile continuing till 1818. After declaration of independence of the country of Santiago has been announced by the capital. In 1822 and 1835 there were two earthquakes. In the 1870th years, thanks to sharp development of the mineral industry by businessmen, the set of palaces has been built. In 1857 the railroad has come to Santiago. At a turn of the 19th-20th centuries the city has bypassed Valparaiso on industrial output. After the Great Depression of 1929, which has led to decline of the industry in the country, Santiago became the new house for the Chileans who were left without work. In the 1960th years the forefront of development of Big Santiago has been accepted. In September 1973 in the city there was heavy fighting between rebels and Salvador Allende's supporters. During street fights the significant damage has been caused to the city. On February 27, 2010 Santiago has endured a strong earthquake. Santiago is located in the central part of Chile on the plain of the Santiago Basin. Hollow. A part of the longitudinal valley on river banks of Mapocho in an environment of ridges. Main Cordilleras of the Andes in the east, Chacabuco in the north and coastal Cordilleras in the west. The distance to the Pacific Ocean makes less than 100 km. City sizes. Length about 80 km from the north on the south and 35 km from the east on the west. The area about 750 km. According to other data minus 600 km. City height. From 450 m to 900 meters, the center minus 540 m above sea level. The highest point is in the region of Renca minus 905 m. In several tens kilometers there are active volcanoes of Tupungato. Height of 65-70 m. Tupungatito. 59-13 m. San Jose. 58-56 m. And Maipo. 53-23 m. The main river within the city, Mapocho, in April strongly shallows. Santiago climate Mediterranean, with a long droughty season and in the rainy winter. Coastal mountains. The coastal Cordilleras serve as the screen reducing influence of the ocean, forming more continental climate near Santiago. Fluctuations of daily temperatures during the summer period can exceed 30 C. Summer. From November to March. Hot and dry. Winter. From June to September. Rainy. Ecology. Santiago is located in the natural area with sclerophytny vegetation, known as Chilean matorral, with low semibushes which has been strongly changed by the person during agricultural development of the area. It has led to degradation, including soil erosion. Desertification. Green zones in 1992 covered only 2.5% of the square of the city. In Santiago, as well as in many large cities of Latin America, there is a problem of smog. The arrangement in a hollow promotes stagnation of exhaust gases of cars and plant emissions for all year, especially in the fall and in the winter. The rivers long time remain the polluted industrial wastes and the household sewage. In 2012, treatment facilities processed up to 100% of all drains of the city. As of 2006, 100% of municipal solid waste of the city were utilized on city dumps. Population. According to a population census of 2002, population of Big Santiago within the capital territory Santiago has made 5,428,590 people, or 35.9% of all population of the country and 89.6% of the population of the capital area. At the same time, 79% of inhabitants were born in Santiago. 3.3% of inhabitants of Indian origin, 3.16% Mapuche, 0.05% Aymar, 0.03% Quechua and 0.02% Papuans. The population of the city, as well as its area, grew at the largest rates in the 20th century. So in 1907 its number was 384,000 people, in 1940, 1.0 million, in 1960, 2.0 million, 1982, 3.9 million, 1992, 4.7 million people. Santiago, one of the largest cities of South America. Santiago agglomeration totals 62.43 million people. 2014. Each of 37 communes of Santiago has the symbolics. The coat of arms of the commune of Santiago, till 1891, a municipal coat of arms of Santiago, has been received together with the status of the city in 1552 from the Emperor of the Sacred Roman Empire Charles V. On a white background of a board, the lion keeping a sword in a claw is represented. The background is bordered with a blue frame with 8 combs of gold collar, aboard the gold crowns. In 1863, 1913 the coat of arms with the image of mountains, greens and the Mapocho River was used. The flag of the commune of Santiago accepted in the 20th century represents a panel from blue and yellow vertical strips. In the center of a panel, Santiago coat of arms is represented. The anthem of the commune of Santiago has appeared in 1991. Santiago is the capital of the country from the moment of declaration of independence of Chile in 1818, though in the existing constitution of Chile there is no provision on the capital. In the commune, executive and judicial branches of the power are located. A parliament, the National Congress in 1990 for the purpose of decentralization of the power has been moved from Santiago to the second largest city of the country, Valparaiso, where also the Commander-in-Chief of the Navy, National Council on Culture and Art and some other bodies. Since 1891 the city exists as conglomerate of independent municipal units without uniform governing body. For example, London during the period from 1986 to 2000 was it. According to National Institute of Statistics, Big Santiago consists of 36 communes and a part of the commune of San Jose Maipo. One of 37 communes of Big Santiago, the commune of Santiago operates only in borders of the historic center of 22.4 km. Each of communes has the council and the mayor who are elected by the population. Except communes, participation in city department, not existing as a unit, the authorities of 4 provinces and capital area take part. 32 communes of the province of Santiago, 3 communes of the province of Cordillera, 1 commune of the province of Talagante and 1 commune of the province of Maipo are Big Santiago part. Economy. Santiago is the economic center of the country. In it banks, the headquarters of the largest corporations and the United Nations Economic Commission across Latin America and the Caribbean region are concentrated. In 2005, the capital area produced 42.68% of GDP of Chile. On PPS, the fourth place among the cities of South America. Since 1893, the stock exchange of Santiago works. The industrial enterprises make about a half of industrial output of the country. Santiago is one of the largest centers of textile manufacture of South America. Also food, shoe and sewing industries are developed. In Santiago there are plants and factories of the chemical, pharmaceutical, pulp and paper, metallurgical, electrotechnical and machine building industries. A large employer in Santiago is the Chilean government. A considerable part of the active population of Santiago works also in education, trade and service. In Santiago, almost all Massachusetts media of Chile of the national level, including the largest Alma Courier and Copasa media groups which issue the leading daily newspapers of the country, Alma Courier and La Tercera, are located. The city television tower of Entel, 127 meters high, constructed in 1974, is located in the downtown. Transport. The Transantiago company, which provides the subway and buses, manages the system of public transport. The subway in Santiago exists since 1975 and consists of 7 lines and 136 stations. 2 lines are in a construction stage. 2014. Buses, the European brands, are served by the private transportation companies. Payment of journey is applied with use of the proximity card. Taxi have black coloring with a yellow roof. Also the systems of bicycle rental and the electro-scooters Itao, Mobic, Lime, Jump work in the city in different communes. Airport. The International Airport of Santiago, Arturo Merino Benz, is located in 15 km from the downtown in the commune Padal. Cerrillos, constructed on February 9, 1967 to replace the outdated airport, Arturo Merino Benitez, is the largest airport of the country and one of the largest airports of South America. In 2015, expansion of the airport has begun. Construction of the new international terminal, thanks to which the flow capacity of the airport will be able to increase to 30 million passengers a year, has been begun. The airport is a basic hub for the largest airline of Latin America of LATAM Airlines and also Sky Airline low-cost airlines. Railway transport. Now in Santiago only one railway station, the Central Station, located in the Comuna Estación Central at the metro station of the same name, functions. The central railway station is called Alameda. From this station the suburban electric train to the NOS station and also the high-speed train to the city of Rancagua regularly goes. The only regular railway service on the distant direction connects Santiago with the city of Chile. Also several times a year from Santiago tourist trains depart. Sabores del Valle, in the direction of the city of San Fernando. Sabores del Mol, to the city of Talca. Tren del Ricardo, in the direction of the city of San Antonio in the region Valparaiso. In 2018, railway communication with the city of Temuco has been restored. Now this most distant direction by train from Santiago, however, departures happen only several times a month. In January 2020, the seasonal night train to Concepcion has been started. In 2019 it has been declared construction of several additional high-speed branch lines in Malipaliu and Batuco. Several years negotiations on construction of a high-speed branch line between Santiago and Valparaiso are conducted. In the first half of 2019 it has been announced the international competition on development and construction of the project, which should connect the terminal station of the Valparaiso subway to the Del Sol metro station. In Santiago. In Santiago there are several bus stations, depending on the direction of the movement of carriers. Santiago, the main bus station of the city located near the Universidad de Santiago metro station. From this bus station buses in all directions in the country and also the international routes to Argentina and Peru depart. Alameda is located at the Universidad de Santiago metro station. It is used by carriers of Turbus and Pullman bus as the main terminal. Payaritos, located at the metro station. Of the same name. From here buses in the direction of Valparaiso depart. Samboria, which is in one complex with the railway station at the Estación Central metro station. The main direction of buses, the north of Chile, Peru and Bolivia. Because the bulk of bus stations of the city is in a densely populated part of the commune Estación Central, cases of traffic jams from buses which try to come around on bus stations during rush hour are frequent. Because of it, time of a trip can be extended more than for an hour. To unload city streets, in 2019 it has been declared construction of uniform large transfer knot at the Lo Vallador metro station. In the commune Pedro Aguirre Cerda, where all bus carriers except those who operate from bus station at the Payaritos metro station will move. It is expected that the new bus station will be the largest in South America. Principal view of sport of the Chilean capital, soccer, in which at the professional level plays 9 teams, including Colo-Colo, Audax Italiano, Palestino, Unión Española, Universidad de Chile, Universidad Católica, Magallanes, Santiago Morning. There is a headquarters of the Chilean Football Federation. The main football arena of the country, national stadium on 47,000 viewers, home stadium for the soccer national team of Chile. The second large stadium, Monumental David of Arellano. Among other sports, Chilean a rodeo, tennis, basketball. In the Andes, winter sports are developed. In several tens kilometers ski resorts, Farallones, Colorado and others are located to the northeast. In Santiago there took place the FIFA World Cup of 1962, the Championship of South America and the Cup of America 1926, 1941, 1945, 1955, 1991, 2015. The FIFA World Cup among youth teams of 1987. The FIFA World Cup. -20 about 1 years. 2008. South American Games 1986 and 2014 of years. Education. Chilean University. Universities. The Chilean University, founded in 1842, is the largest higher education institution of the country. Santiago University conducts the history since 1849. The Pontifical Catholic University of Chile is founded in 1888. Capital University of Pedagogical Sciences. Capital Technical University. Museums. Natural History Museum. The Museum of Adokolumba of Art is interesting in terms of anthropology, to archaeology and ethnography, as it has very rich collection of objects of cultures of Indian tribes of Adokolumba of the period. The collection from 3,100 objects represents the period in 10,000 years of history of Latin America. The collection gives an idea not only of everyday life of the people of Latin America, but also of history, of mystical and cult customs, of architecture, wars, a flora and fauna, of languages. The National Museum of Fine Arts, which was placed in Palazzo di Bellas Artes, has been founded in 1880. It is the Arts Museum of Latin America. In the museum, the fine collection of painting and a sculpture is collected since colonial times and finishing with the present. The Museum of Modern Art has been opened in 1947. It contains about 2,000 works of arts, which include such sections as painting, a sculpture, graphics, the photo. It is possible to visit exposures of works of the famous Chilean painters, such as Nemesio Antunes and Guillermo Nunes. In the museum, various exhibitions of the modern European art are constantly held. National History Museum. The National Natural History Museum, founded in 1830, the Museum of Folk American Art and other museums. Anatomic, archaeological and pedagogical. Santiago Museum documents and perfectly lights all history and the cities and the countries, and also House Museum of the great Chilean poet Pablo Neruda. The National Museum of Benjamin Vicuña Macán, devoted to this historian and the politician of the 19th century. Libraries. In the downtown at the Santa Lucia Metro Station. The main library of the country, National Library Chile, is located. In addition to it, in the majority of communes there are many small regional libraries for locals. The most unusual library is at the underground level of the building of Kichi in the commune Los Condes. In it all regiments automated and the required book just leaves a wall. Architecture. The most important historical place in Santiago site is the hill Santa Lucia, on which the ancient castle rises. At the foot of this hill, in the valley of the Mapocho River, the conquistador Pedro de Valdivia has founded the city of Santiago. At Place de Armas Square, in the year of the 150th anniversary of independence of Chile in 1960, the monument to the founder of the city, Pedro de Valdivia, has been erected. Such constructions as the House of Governors, municipality, the building of the Royal Audience, where now there is a National History Museum representing the fine exposures devoted to the history of the Chilean painting and applied art, the cathedral, the biggest to Chile, and the Palace La Moneda, in which the mint initially was placed, surround the area, and later became the government residence. In the downtown there is rectangular Place de Armas Square, or Chinea Square, which is the main square of the capital. On its perimeter the buildings in Baroque style built during the colonial period are located. From then the Catholic Cathedral, 1541-1619. The Presidential Palace La Moneda is most remarkable, 1780-1805. And Town Hall, 18th century. Plevnea City Street, of Avenida Bernardo O'Higgins, which also often call Alamd. Topolovia Avenue. Among other architectural sites, Mint and San Francisco's church constructed in 1618. In the capital, constructions in modernist style, neoclassics and neogothic styles often meet. The 20th century has added to the image of the city a complex high administrative and blocks of flats. The city protects the white stone sculpture of Virgin Mary towering on the mountain San Cristobal, where it is possible to get on the elevator. From the mountain, the view of vicinities opens. This favorite place for walks of citizens, it is possible to call the Central Park. There is a zoo, a botanical garden, pools, the Museum of Wines, here restaurants, platforms for walks. The Municipal Opera and Ballet Theatre, constructed in 1857 and which was opened on December 17 the same year. Statement of the opera of Giuseppe Verdi of Hernani is considered one of the best on the continent. Many famous actors spoke on behalf on a stage of this theatre, of Anna Pavlova to Placido Domingo. In 1974, the Municipal Theatre has been entered in the list of National Monuments of Chile. The Perugian Petupeus copies the Palace of Art Palazzo di Bellas Artes in the Parque Forestal, which in 1976 also became the National Monument of Chile, and the region of Bella Vista, known as the Parisian Quarter, is one of the brightest areas of the city, with uncountable small restaurants for every taste and a fair of crafts. In the city there is a building of justice in which the Supreme Court of Chile, the highest judicial authority in the country, is located. Among parks: Park of Metropolitical Año, the biggest of parks of 780 hectares in size. The Araucana Park is founded in the 17th century. Botanicos Park, in it about 70 species of trees. Las Esculturas Park, Sculpture Park. The Park Los Reyes, the Park of Kings. It is constructed in honor of the 500th anniversary of discovery of America. The Park O'Higgins is in it the small village, the Museum Uzo, the Museum of Insects and Sinks, the aquarium and the Center of Crafts. Other parks: Almagro, Praincaventura, Bustamante, Inesti Suarez, 113, Maida, Bicentenario, Forestal. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.